We'll talk about it.
Oh, you want
after.
me to take you?
Yeah.
You want me to take you to the festival?
Yeah,
I know.
My mom and Christy
Do it
just
live.
said
Doing it live.
that they couldn't.
Hey,
that they're on a
welcome
tight
to
schedule.
the 135th episode of what could be the greatest show without audio ever. Little mistakes here and there happen. We're only in the 135th episode.
Yeah, I just.
But it's actually YouTube is the issue.
Yeah, YouTube.
It's because Google censors us. Is that true?
Maybe.
I don't know. Hey, it's Todd Ault. This is the September 17th show, 9/17/2021. This is my friend Jason Bartholomew. You guys have not seen him in a few days because he's working hard because DPW, Ault Global, through its new subsidiary, Bitmain. Oops.
Hey!
That's a Freudian slip. Whoops. Uh-oh. Its new subsidiary, BitNile,
Yeah, there we go.
who we have said we expect to do around $50 million a year in Bitcoin mining. Let's go to my screen real quick. And there you have it. That's the new website right there. DeFi platform, data center, crypto mining. I am so pumped about this. And Jason,
Yeah, man.
I specifically want to give you credit for working your tail off to find miners in a crisis of chip shortages. Very expensive miners. You did a great job of getting a good price. And look at who, wow, one of the prettiest guys ever gets to deliver me a water. Thank you, my friend. Look at that, son. Yeah, there you go. Hey, there's my son. Hey, say hello, Chase. You're on screen right there, buddy. That's my son,
there.
everybody.
They can
That's
see
Chase Ault, former fashion model, underwear model for Calvin Klein. Thank you. Okay, sure. You're much better looking than me. Where were we?
We got miners.
We got miners. We have 1,000 being installed. They're on their way from wherever Asian place they're coming from. Tofu, Taifu, whatever. it's
Malaysia.
called. Malaysia.
Happy Malaysia Day yesterday, by the way.
What?
Tofu.
Isn't tofu Asian?
It's a food.
It's a food. So I'm so excited about BitNile, and I
We're
want to
gonna rock,
personally
man. We're gonna
congratulate you on the show.
We're working.
That you have been working nights every night, talking to China, talking to Canada,
Ugh.
talking to Malaysia,
Yep.
talking to Canada. I already said that again. Yeah. So all of you haters out there,
Yeah.
if you add up the revenue the company's already doing, plus that potential 45 to 50 million in Bitcoin mining, and that's assume we don't add another miner. Mm-hmm. That's assuming we don't add another miner. With $100+ million plus investments and stuff like that, we could add more miners.
Sure.
You never know.
Sure.
You never know what happens to Bitcoin.
We're looking at all
Hey,
opportunities.
Bitcoin could go to zero.
It could.
Or it could go to 100,000. Where is Bitcoin today? Speaking of that, where's the market, Jason?
47.3 Bitcoin. Dow down 166.
Ouch.
Quadruple witching day. 34,584.
Uh-huh.
NASDAQ 15,000. For some reason, my app wasn't updating. 15,043 minus 138. S&P 4432 minus 40. Looks like oil 71.97. Man.
Wow, oil.
Oil's
you go.
rocking, man.
Hey, I want to say, though, don't you guys, I apologize. I just cut you off.
Two more things.
Yeah.
Ethereum 3,400.
Yeah.
Gold got bashed, 1750. A lot of margin calls, people liquidating. Silver 2238. That's
No, we're down
huge
$1
buy.
million in silver.
We're down.
Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. We're down. We're down.
Copper's 425. We full disclosure.
I added, by the way, to that position today.
Which one?
The AG.
AG?
Yeah, for sure. For full
mean-
disclosure, we are long 250,000 shares.
That's a full position.
of AG.
Hey, we need to get Keith Newmeyer on the show.
Oh, AG.
Yeah.
All global.
All global.
All right. I didn't know that. I didn't think about that till just now. It tells you how maybe Alzheimer's is setting in. I got this thing going on here. I don't know. Come on, Alzheimer, get that drug approved.
You know, yeah, that's true.
I need that.
Yeah. We got a lot going on.
We do have a lot going on.
A ton.
But Jason, you arranged for 4,000 miners. Guys, I'm gonna dwell on this a little bit.
When we say we have a day job, we have a day job.
4,000 miners is about 45 to 50 million in mining capability, and about 35 to 40 million of EBITDA.
Yes. And can you be...
So that would mean that DPW, if you were just to look at that on an EBITDA basis, is trading at 3 times EBITDA,
It's
right?
crazy.
Or 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
Not including anything else.
Anything
we do.
else.
Yeah, not including. But I guess it's confusing for people to understand the holding company.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to like go to McDonald's and say, wait, I can order all kinds of hamburgers and a French fry and a shake or a milkshake.
Yep.
Wait, they don't have McSalads anymore, but they do have McRibs.
I mean, if you just
They got a new chicken sandwich.
if you just theoretically looked at in a vacuum, if you just said, "Hey, we have Bit Nile. It's 4,000 miners in our data center."
Sure.
I mean, what would that stock?
The
trade
data
at?
center
Yeah,
replacement value was estimated at $90 million.
insane.
We bought it for $4 million.
cash.
Cash.
Yeah.
Green dollars. Didn't borrow
Cash.
money for it.
Yeah, we own that.
So, all right, that's enough about BitNile, the new
Yeah.
subsidiary. I'm so excited about it. I wish I could see the screen here and see what's happening. I want to see. Oh, there it is. Look. All right. Tim Cox.
Travis said, "Oh, look, Travis."
Neil Ault. Yes, doing well.
Travis said it
Risk
sounds
on,
like
baby.
It
All
sounds
right,
like
cool.
Jason deserves time off for the WSOP.
Jason probably needs time off, by the way. He's not been happy. Hey, FDA panel recommends approving boosters for people over 65 with the Pfizer vaccine, but not for the general public.
Yeah.
Don't confuse everyone. If you're over 65, you're not going to live that long, we'll give you the vaccine. But if you're under 65, you shouldn't have it because you might live longer. I don't know what message they're sending. I don't know. I don't understand it. Do you understand it? I could not understand it.
I don't understand any of it.
No, it's they've lost me. They lost me at hello
I don't know.
here.
I don't know.
I'm losing my mind here. That they approved. They recommended approval for boosters for Pfizer over 65.
Yeah.
But not for the general public. So I'm confused. I'm more confused about a story, Jason.
We got a bunch
that
of
is
stories.
incredibly troubling, if true.
You gonna pull up the drone strike?
No, that's a different conversation.
We got so many.
Okay. Let's pull up my screen real quick.
Oh yeah, this one. This is big.
That doesn't read well.
No, not at all.
I don't know. Where I come from, if the SEC accused me of this, by the way, they're always up my ass. If they accused me of this, they'd have already taken me away.
This
Look
is
at,
bad.
Look at this here. Let Jason, why don't you take it away from me and tell me what you're reading on the screen? Because what I'm reading is not good.
I mean, Fed chair. I mean, this is interesting because here's what it looks like. It looks like they were front loading. You guys know that so certain people get accused of doing certain things on Twitter. Some highly
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
I thoroughly don't believe this. I believe Jerome Powell, who came out of Carlisle, who's a very smart guy. There's no way that this is possible. I really want to believe this is not true. Jerome, I'm with you, buddy. I think this is being misstated the way it is. He probably had this stuff in a blind trust or something.
Okay, well, Jay
I mean, come on.
Powell's ordered a review, an ethics review. So an ethics rule for the
So
central
he's saying Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell ordered a review of ethic rules for the central bank after an outcry over officials owning
individual
securities. But they're not saying I thought Chief Powell owned them too.
I think he owned municipal bonds.
Okay, so he didn't own banks.
Yeah, so CNBC found out that Powell owned municipal bonds of the same type bought by the Fed during the pandemic. So
Yeah, but he probably divested because he took the job.
we would have to see a
Gotta keep
timeline on
an
that.
open mind
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Two regional Fed presidents likewise owned assets of the same type the Fed was buying as the coronavirus threatened the U.S. economy's health. The central bank's code of conduct says
Let's go to the nearby videotape, as they say. Let's play this.
rocket.
It's going to come up. There's going to be a commercial. So let's talk. Look at how long this commercial is. They know you want to watch it, so they're making you watch a 29.
Of
hey,
course.
you get it for free. Although I pay for CNBC Pro.
Can you
I
not?
pay for it. What?
Yeah. Sometimes they let you click.
No,
skip
they don't
ad.
let you click through on these mandatory ones where they know they
Yeah.
got you. It's good to be the team. Tried to track my purchases at 3:30 today. Never showed, but 300. What?
What's
I
that?
don't know what the hell he's talking about. Oh no. Citadel frontrunners. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the video here.
Morning, Carl. Amid an outcry about Fed officials owning and trading individual securities, an in-depth look by CNBC at Financial Disclosures found 3 Fed officials who last year held assets of the same type the Fed itself was buying. Boston Fed President Eric Rosengren held between $151,000 and $800,000 worth of real estate investment trusts that owned mortgage-backed securities. He made 37 separate trades in 4 weeks during 2020. The Fed last year purchasing almost $700 billion in MBS. Rosengren announced last week he would sell those positions and stop trading while he's president. The same actions that Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan, who actively traded millions of individual stocks, set millions of dollars of individual stocks, those actions said he would take. A spokesman for Rosengren told CNBC that he, quote, made sure his personal savings and investment transactions complied with what was permissible under Fed ethics rules. Fed Chair Jay Powell held between $1.25 and $2.5 million of municipal bonds. The bonds were purchased as early as 2015 and no later than 2019. They were just a small part of his overall portfolio. They were held, however, while the Fed last year bought $21 billion in munis, including one from the state of Illinois, from which Powell also held bonds. A Fed spokesperson telling CNBC that Powell had no say over the Fed's individual bond purchases and no say over the investments in his family's trust. A Fed ethics officer determined that the holdings did not violate the Fed's ethics rules. Richmond Fed President Thomas Barkin held between $1.35 and $3 million in individual corporate bonds purchased prior to 2020. Okay. But he held those bonds while the Fed last year bought $46.5 billion of corporate bonds overall. Barkin declined to comment. None of these holdings or trades appear to be barred by the Fed's ethics rules, but they raise the question, should those rules have banned officials from holding or trading the same assets the Fed bought after it widened those assets it would purchase in response to the pandemic? The Fed's code of ethics says, quote, officials should be careful to avoid any dealings or other conduct that might convey even an appearance of conflict between their personal interests, the interests of the system, and the public interest. Dennis Kelleher, CEO of the nonprofit Better Markets, telling CNBC that if such Fed actions are not against the rules, well, the rules need to change. Quote, to think that such trading is acceptable because it's supposedly allowed by the Fed's current policies only highlights that the Fed's policies are woefully deficient.
Hey, there you go. So it looks like Powell owned those municipal bonds before the COVID-19. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not as juicy as what I was worried about.
No, but the 37 trades by the...
But it does look bad when you're trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was...
You're trading. Hey, Jason, what do you want to cover today?
That one was the one that was interesting. You want to cover stocks first?
Yeah, let's cover them. What number you want? What do you want to cover first?
Ooh, let's look at a couple interesting stocks. This one's quite interesting. NAK.
Has it moved?
Yeah, it's been pretty volatile this week.
Hanging around 50 cents.
Yeah,
this is like a lotto ticket, right?
Yeah, it was down to 42, I believe. Actually, down to 40.
This is a lotto ticket.
Yeah, it got alerted. Some people that trade, some well-known people on Twitter looked at CEI. They missed the run on CEI, so they looked for another ticker that would possibly run that had been beaten up. NAC is in the mining sector. There really isn't much to talk about except for people that were actually alerting it. The real news is if it ever gets EPA approval on the appeal.
Tons and tons of
it's all political.
I know, but billions and billions of dollars worth of
nearly
commodities,
nearly
right?
a trillion.
Nearly a trillion.
Copper, the second largest copper mine in the earth that's untapped. Rhenium, which is used in turbines. It's used in our F-35s. It's used militarily. Gold, obviously. Silver, and some other minerals. Yeah, it's a huge, huge find. It's in Pebble Mine up in Alaska. Bristol Bay is about 100 miles away. They're concerned about the salmon. There was a study done for 3 or 4 years.
So if you mine, you're going to hurt the salmon?
Yeah, but the tailings were fine. The Army Corps of Engineers said there was no issue there. It became political. Actually, Donald Trump Jr. went against the mine. He's tied to some people, some well-known people up in Alaska. You know, he's a big outdoorsman. So somehow he was convinced somehow that it would hurt the salmon, the sockeye salmon. So eventually Trump lost the election, and as soon as he did, Biden took over, and it was like basically shut down. But it actually could have been approved under Trump, and it wasn't.
Right.
So the thought process is, well, if it wasn't approved under Trump, how in the hell are they going to get approved under Joe Biden?
Right.
So that's pretty much the bearish thesis. But we'll wait and see. I mean, right now they did an ATM at like 48 cents. I think they raised like $3 million.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they've been fighting this political fight for like 15 or 20 years, and they needed the capital. So I don't know. They're just basically trying to run out the clock on them, in my opinion. Yeah.
What do you think of the Pentagon thing? I know we're skipping around a little bit, but I was reading this. Pentagon admits. Let's just go to my screen
General
real quick.
Milley?
Yeah, let's go to my screen real quick.
Well, yeah, I've got. Okay.
Oh, do you have something else on that too? Oh, that's your screen.
Yeah, General Milley defends secret calls to China behind Trump's back.
No, let's go to. Well, okay, we're skipping around a little bit. So wait 1 second. I was going to talk about this.
Oh, the drone strike?
Yeah. Can you pull that back up on my screen, please, and go to split screen for us? I don't normally call this out, but I want Jason and I on here.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
So what happened here?
Well, generally you do the intelligence and the reconnaissance and find out that you're not going to drone strike, children. This happened in the Obama administration too.
Right.
In Tunisia, he bombed a U.S. citizen of a terrorist. It was actually a terrorist kid was a U.S. citizen. I forgot the name. I just remember it occurring in Tunisia. But this is ridiculous. Pentagon admits August 29th drone strike in Kabul killed 10 civilians, including up to 7 children.
Pentagon originally said the strike killed 2 ISIS-K fighters believed to be involved in the planning of the attack against the Kabul. Did they kill those 2 fighters or not?
I don't think so. In fact,
the drone strike came after a suicide bomber by ISIS-K resulted in 13 deaths of U.S. servicemen in Kabul.
Let me roll this too. We're going in.
All right,
on this
let's go. We're going all the way.
Yeah, let me make sure my risk on is down here. Volume's off. Perfect. We're going to go to my libertarian buddy and Dr. Rand Paul. He's going to interview Secretary of State Blinken.
Is he an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
Let me back this up.
The guy the Biden administration...
Are we good? Hold on.
I like this guy.
The Biden administration droned, was he an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
This is it.
The administration is, of course, reviewing that strike, and I'm sure that a full assessment will be
So
forthcoming.
you don't know if it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative?
I can't speak to that, and I can't speak to that in this setting in any event.
So you don't know or won't tell us?
I don't know because we're reviewing it.
Well, see, you'd think you'd kind of know before you off somebody with a Predator drone, whether he's an aid worker or he's an ISIS-K. See, the thing is this isn't just you. It's been going on for administration after administration. The Obama administration droned hundreds and hundreds of people. And the thing is there is blowback to that. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I see these pictures of these beautiful children that were killed in the attack. If that's true, and not propaganda, if that's true, guess what? Maybe you created hundreds or thousands of new potential terrorists from bombing the wrong people. So you got to know we can't sort of have an investigation after we kill people. We have an investigation before we kill people. We got plenty of bombs. We can bomb almost anything we want from anywhere in the world. Maybe we should have bombed the helicopters and the planes that we left behind.
Hey.
I mean, even though you said you didn't know any of this and it was all surprise, once they took all of our stuff, we should have said you got 20 minutes to get out of it because we're going to blow it all up. Then you would have sent a message of strength. Instead, we bombed somebody who we're not sure whether it was an aid worker or an ISIS-K operative. See, that's not sending a signal of strength, and in the end, there will be more blowback from it. If you killed an aid worker on accident, I mean, do you think we're better off because of that? You really could have acted in a position of strength, but you could have made the basic decision, the basic fundamental decision that really ruined the whole thing for you was a military decision to abandon Bagram Air Force Base before you left, before the Americans were out. Anybody can argue, and you may have a point that it happened more quickly than we thought it was going to happen. Okay, that's an honest mistake, still a huge mistake. And when people make mistakes in the military, they ought to be relieved of their post. But leaving Bagram Air Force Base, I think, is an unforgivable sort of mistake. It's going to be remembered in history. But if you do nothing about it, and you leave all these people in place and say, oh, well, we all agreed, it's like then maybe everybody needs to go. I mean, but really, it was a terrible mistake. But releasing money to the Taliban will add insult to injury. It'll be terrible for the memory of the 13 soldiers who died in the end, who were the final soldiers to die in this war, if you end up giving money to the people that, have been ruining the Middle East and Afghanistan for decades. I hope you won't release the money, and I think it'll be a big mistake.
Now, if you guys don't know what he's talking about, they're expecting to release $64 million to the Taliban in aid.
It's a
This
ransom,
is the
dude.
most-
We have people over there still.
This is the most insane thing.
And they imported thousands of unvetted Afghani refugees ahead of Americans. How does this make sense, really?
It doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense. And the media ignores it.
Hey, now you're probably saying, wait, this is a show about risk. Yeah, risk on. There is significant risk with some of the policies coming out of the Biden administration.
There's a bridge in Texas right now. We're going to get into it with 10,000 people waiting to cross our border unvetted. And the government said, the DOD and everyone, they said, well, you're not allowed to drone film that anymore. We're not going to allow you to film that to the media. What is this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Billionaire Peter Thiel. Let's go to my screen real quick. One of my favorite stories. Now, I'm going to take you through this. If you could split screen it for a second and leave it up there. So when you go to when you open up a Roth IRA, let's say you put $2,000 in it. When I founded, I should have done this. I didn't do it. It was a mistake. And I knew about it too. When I founded Ultimate Neuro, I originally put in $8,000. I was the original shareholder. And I bought the shares for basically par value, which was like less than a penny, 0001. So I bought those 80 million shares, which later on reversed 4-1. And I could have had my Roth IRA buy the private shares in what they call an IRA alternative, which is short for letting the custodian buy the shares on behalf of your IRA. Now, Peter Thiel did this. He bought his PayPal shares that he was the founder of. He bought them inside a Roth IRA. Well, boy, oh boy, did that pay off for him, because he has $5 billion that's tax-free because those shares went later on, grew, and he was able to manage his IRA and manage it on a tax-free basis. Turns out Congress doesn't like that. So they want to limit your IRA to never being bigger than 10 million. And you have to take out half of it every year and it'd be taxable until you this is really a challenge here. So the new rule, if it passes, would make him take out $4,999,000,000 minus 10 million, whatever that is, right?
Jesus.
And he would be taxed on that. So he'd have to take out half of it every year until it got down to 10 million.
That's ridiculous.
Now, after the fact, now there are 28,000 IRAs that have more than 10 million in them. Now, I know that Mitt Romney did this many years ago when he was at Bain Capital.
Yeah.
And this is a legal thing you can do. And he is going to be punished for following the rules. And they're going to retro it back to him.
Yep.
Yeah. To me, this is living proof that we're messed up in this country. A guy successfully follows the rules. We don't like it. Let's penalize him.
Change the rules. Yeah.
I think if Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson, all these people around, they'd be like, you guys, this is exactly why we tried to escape England.
It's crazy.
We're just, there's tyranny everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like you guys, no one's going to have sympathy for him. All the people out there watching this show are going to say, stick it to the rich guy. Hey, Peter Thiel, you pay your fair share.
Pay your fair share.
Yeah, this guy has created endless amounts of jobs. He invested in Facebook. Thousands and thousands of people can indirectly tie their job performance and the fact that they got hired to Peter Thiel.
Yep.
And he should now pay the price for following the rules. Shame on you, Peter Thiel. Shame on you for following the rules that were in time and the place. Let's just change the rules because we don't fucking like it.
Tax the rich.
Oh, wait a second.
I got it.
Why don't you go to a gala event?
$30,000 a plate.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, no. It's $300,000 a table.
It's $300,000 a table.
Yeah. So it's the table's $300,000. There's 10 people at the table.
Okay.
But the bartender, by the way, I got to give her credit. I don't care if she was a bartender or not. She got elected to Congress.
Yeah.
You got to give her credit.
Gerrymandering.
He's smart enough to
Redistricting. Okay, she made it.
She got it.
Okay.
You got to give her credit.
Sure.
If you were, hey, listen, this is ingenuity.
Yeah.
But let's go to you got any videotape of it or just pictures?
I got video. I can find it. I just know that she has 2 ethics complaints against her because she goes there to the gala with free tickets, and then they celebrate like basically one of the most expensive parties on earth, which was funded from capitalism, from those evil rich people. She goes there, and then she wears the tax the rich dress, whatever. It's just the hypocrisy is ridiculous. Just like with Occupy Wall Street, when all those people were on Wall Street protesting with a nice, at the time, what was it? Probably an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
5 Plus, whatever. And then the Starbucks, on the other hand, protesting Occupy Wall Street. Pure capitalism running through their veins, bitching about, success. And
Skyla, did you like her dress? Come on, take that off.
No. I
I'm
didn't.
trying to.
Why
find
can you not take it off in the middle of the show? You look ridiculous.
I know I do, but like
There's no one around you that can get COVID.
They don't even
We're
work.
in a box here.
there is
We're in
people
a
around
box.
me,
They
though.
don't work.
I know, but they were complaining, so I'm not.
We are,
I'm
but
just-
I know, but we're in a studio where there is nobody else who hasn't been vaccinated or just had COVID.
I
You
just
can't
had COVID.
pass it
I
to
know,
anybody.
But the policy,
The policy is not you're fucking 12 feet from me.
not from them.
Oh.
They had COVID.
I know, and so did
couple
everyone.
weeks
I
ago.
know. I'm just saying. David would prefer I keep the mask on.
He's not even here.
This isn't David's rules. This is the company's rules.
I know. But
You know, we got to get into. I forgot about Nicki
know.
Minaj.
Okay, well,
They're trying to
what do you
cancel
think
her.
of the,
no,
what
I
do you think
didn't
of
like
the dress,
the dress.
then?
I didn't.
What do you
like
think
the
of the dress? Okay.
I thought it was
Okay.
hypocritical.
What's up with Nicki Minaj?
She came out and said, "Hey, do your
Mad
due
now.
diligence before you jab yourself with a vaccine." And they just tried to cancel her, but she has 22 million people on Twitter and 100 million people on IG or something. And yeah, she's not backing down.
As some of my friends have said to me, African American or otherwise, with that rear, she's not getting canceled.
She's not getting
They're
canceled.
going to cancel me for that, by the way?
No.
I was kidding around, guys. Come on. Hey, I saw Nicki Minaj on a TV show once.
Yeah.
Not TV show, a movie. She was funny.
Oh, she's been in a couple movies.
Yeah, she's been in a couple movies. She's funny.
There's so much to talk
She
about.
has 140 million people on IG. I think
Yeah,
you're
it's-
off by a little
it's-
bit.
It's ridiculous.
Here's Andrea. Stupid rules, Andrea says.
Yep.
You know what's great about Andrea?
Everything.
She always tries to be nice to everybody.
Yeah, she does.
She does. She's a good person. I like her.
Look at this. Can we hear what these people are saying? Can I play this?
Did you see they slapped a BMR Traders? I don't know who this person is, but he actually has some good quotes. BMR Traders says, did you see Dave Poitner? They gave a warning label.
Yeah, they put a warning label on
What
it.
is wrong with this place?
Dude, it's crazy stuff, man. Far left craziness.
Crazy,
yeah.
for sure.
They're pissed at the guy from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, because he won't approve the $3.5 trillion spending spree for the far left.
I have loaded the boat on naked in my Roth IRA. Move over, Peter Thiel. That's a good idea. Speaking of naked, I think I'm going to go buy some more. It's Friday afternoon. What could be... And I know nothing, so I'm not suggesting anything's going to be announced on Monday. But I don't know... Listen, I don't know anything about this, but naked's down to 57 and some change. So let's just...
While you do that, let me show this on the screen.
Hold on.
Chase sent this to me.
Okay.
Go ahead. When you got your little
No, I know. I'm gonna
noises,
Go ahead.
how backed up is global trade? The number of container ships waiting to enter LA and Long Beach reached an all-time high of 65 vessels yesterday. The cargo stuck on these ships would stretch halfway across the country if lined up end to end.
Really?
So the supply chain is stagnant, and this is going in cargo freight, air freight, vessel freight. We're having issues globally right now being able to deliver. In fact, like Starbucks is getting supply chain disruptions.
Oh, I know. I was at Starbucks the other day. They didn't have any Ventes.
Really?
They didn't have any pumpkin spice when I went. They ran out of pumpkin spice.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
first world problems,
the
but
hell?
These are all first world
I
problems.
know.
But,
But I haven't,
Brett's
I
over
haven't
there
tried
rolling
it
his
yet,
eyes.
and I
Yeah.
wanted it,
He
and
like-
they ran out.
They didn't have any pumpkin spice. We're talking about people stuck in Kabul.
Well, it's pumpkin spice season, and they didn't have any pumpkin spice. Like,
It's a travesty.
it is. It was.
Okay, so I'm going to put the order in. You want to see the order?
I want to hear it.
Okay, for sure. Here's the order. Silent mode off. Let's go here. 100,000 shares coming at you.
Phil.
What happened? Oh, they filled me on 300 of 100,000. Look.
That was mighty generous of them. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Did I do something wrong on the order?
No, but did you see this one? We just have so much stuff.
Okay, I'm moving up the ladder here.
Go, you keep working. I'm going to show some more fun stuff. So in York, Pennsylvania, we got this.
Boards depict President Joe Biden in Taliban military gear holding
I
a
saw
rocket
this.
launcher
I
with the
saw
caption,
this.
making the Taliban great again,
went to 58.
in reference to his handling of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan.
There's 8 of these.
No, go back and do
You
it
gotta
again.
see it, dude.
I saw this. By the way, was one of them in Vegas?
I don't know. There's
I
about
saw
8 or
one
10
of
of
them.
them.
I was like, "Can you see Dave all the place all the way,
Yeah.
right?" Let's see it.
you
Let's see it
see,
again.
you see, silver.
Who put that up? Come on, man. Come
Hold
on.
I lost it now. There it is.
Boards depict President Joe Biden in Taliban military gear holding a rocket launcher with the caption, "Making the Taliban great again," in reference to his handling of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan.
I've seen. I bought 100,000 shares of this thing. I put a 58 bid in. It went down. So whatever. Yeah, I like the stock. I admit no one likes me because I traded, but it ran to 75. I sold like 100,000 shares or whatever, and I bought them back. And it doesn't matter. I'm long the stock. I'm long naked.
It's trading 100 million shares. You're
Every day.
100,000.
Hey, up and down, up and down.
Not going to do anything.
Where was I? Hey, so we're having some shipping problems ourselves, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
we're
are.
having logistical issues
Yep.
with China Air and moving freight and stuff
Yep.
like that. Jason, when do you think that's going to be solved?
I think that
Because literally, I'm not joking around.
yeah.
I know you're making fun of the pumpkin spice thing, Brett, over there. I heard him like, what? This is a first world problem, Brett. Skylar didn't get her pumpkin spice. But I'm experiencing where I go to places and they're out of stuff.
Yeah, big time.
And I'm an American. I want my stuff instantly. Like when I order, I'll only wait for In-N-Out Burger. Everything else better be ready right away.
I mean, this laptop.
I thought that was funny, by the way.
This laptop took like 10 weeks to get here.
Oh, I know. Real problems. We shipped something to our New York office, and boom,
That's
took forever
right.
to
It did
get
take
back,
forever.
right? Hey, what do you think of SpaceX sending, their astronauts were all civilians, and they were all civilians, and let's look at and see if we can watch. Can you go to my screen real quick and live? They're going to show it.
Separated from Dragon, Dragon completed 2 uphill phasing burns to reach its intended target orbit with altitudes as high
So they
as
went to this is the
590
furthest they
kilometers
went in
above the Earth's
orbit
surface.
since we went to the
Inspiration
moon.
4
Right.
astronauts then
They were
docked
past
or
the
took
station.
off their spacesuits,
Like
completed
548
on-orbit cabin
kilometers or
configuration
something.
operations,
And
and
they're way
conducted their
up there.
first round of scientific research.
This guy
Before
says,
catching
fuck
a few
around and buy
hours of
another
sleep danger with their first meals
50,000.
together,
Yeah.
one of which
Come
one of
on,
which
man.
was
Get your money
pizza,
right.
Which was a very surreal moment for them
What?
because
What's
we
that?
heard the crew saying,
Oh, they're
and
tracking?
I quote, "I can't believe
Booked.
we're eating cold pizza in space. It's extraordinary." Yesterday, the Inspiration 4 crew opened the forward hatch to get their first look out of Dragon's cupola, the largest
It has a
window.
All right, here,
ever flying.
I'm going to stop it. You guys can come back to us. I'm fascinated by the fact that billionaire paid to go up there. 2 other people won the contest.
Right.
And they're circulating in orbit up there as civilian astronauts.
It's crazy.
Come on, man. You got to know that's really cool.
Yeah, how much did it cost?
Well, he spent $100 million.
Yeah.
But he's in space, circulating in, orbiting space with 3 other people.
This guy. This is your favorite guy right there.
Which guy?
You see it?
DPW shareholders don't like you using on many naked. Let me say something to you. Todd should take note. You take note. You come back and you trade. I got to tell you, I've reported the first 2 quarters. My trading has made money. Jason helps me trade. We make money. It's disclosed in all of our financials. I actually manage that money for the company. I'm the executive chairman. And by the way, the largest shareholder of the company. So I take note. If I want to buy naked, I will.
Oh, how many shares
Because
have you sold of DPW? How many?
I've never sold a share of DPW.
You find me a CEO or executive chair.
Never sold a share. And in fact, I
Go
just
ahead,
bought
find
another
one.
$1 million for my hedge fund, my newly launched hedge fund, just
Yeah.
a week or 2 ago.
Right.
September 1st. And I don't mean it meanly, but what do you mean you don't take kindly?
Yeah.
I buy and sell companies, either all or part of the companies. This is a holding company. We own tons of other securities. And let's talk about that right now.
Let's dig in.
Well, let's dig into that.
Because the first 2
Because
quarters.
DPW shareholders, you want me to give back the $50 million we made? I can get back the $18 million last quarter. I can get back the $7 million the quarter before that, and some of that included Naked Brands.
You wonder why I say I have a day job. What do you,
You-
where do you
he
think I
has
got
a day
these
job.
4,000 miners?
Yeah, those miners you just didn't go 1-800-MINER.
Just give us a little bit of
go
time.
to bitnile.com and buy. Oh, bitnile.com. What's wrong? I don't know. I'm ranting now. But
No,
what do
it's
I
fine.
own in that portfolio? I own Alzamend. Yes, we're one of the largest owners of Alzamend is Ault Global Holdings.
Correct.
Right? Through its digital power lending subsidiary, we've made an investment. We disclosed that. We own a short in AMC. We're long this BCTX. You filed the 13D on that. Oh, let's go to our largest holdings. I think this will be fun. Alzamend, FRD, SSNT, BIVI. We own some MKTYP, which is a preferred that pays us over 9%.
BCTX is printing.
We own Square Foot, BCTX, USA, 13D filing. We are long the SQQQ, so that means we're short the NASDAQ. We are long the short the triple Q, excuse me, which means we're short the NASDAQ. We own some Red Cat, some Chara, some MDRR, which we filed the 13D on. We own some Naked Brands, VJet. We own Any. Ooh, Any. I love Any.
Dude,
I read that article.
We sold up top, though, for some.
We did sell about half our position in the 750,
yeah.
some 760.
Yeah.
I think a little actually even higher, actually.
I'm not recommending it, but Any is a good entry point here. I'm not recommending it.
We are long some Diamond puts. We are long Pet V. We are long VRPX. We just did a secondary in VRPX. I think that's good enough.
Yeah,
right?
URG, we've actually swing
Naked
traded
Brands,
that before.
Blah, blah, blah. The shareholders don't. By the way, I trade money for the hedge fund and for the company.
So, just one thing.
I don't know why I went on that rant.
No, but listen.
Brett, what's wrong with me? Brett, can you talk on the microphone?
Give us something, Brett.
I can talk.
Okay, you know what, Brett? I think you're like, you know what? I reminded me, you're like Ed McMahon.
That's right.
You even have that voice.
I have that voice.
That is.
You do. He sounds good, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Hey, keep your mic close so we can chat.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Is there a coincidence that the first 2 quarters that since you've been in place?
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
You know, right?
Leave that alone.
All right,
yeah.
whatever.
Hey, but we have a pullback. Everyone knows we had a rally in Alzamend. And of course, Alzamend, oh, God, I get so many texts about this.
We just had...
Alzamend is a story of data for the 2 drugs.
Yep.
The first drug went into human beings. They got dosed a week ago today. It's in humans now. We're in phase 1. It's a 6-month study. Pay close attention. That's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else we got? We got the vaccine, which I think we've already told people, look out for the 29th of November. Look out for some dates coming on the vaccine.
Yep.
I'm so excited about Alzamend, and I'm not worried, guys. I understand you're worried. When people are selling that owned it for 6 years, and they're going to sell it into a weak market, a strong market, because they got a big gain. If you paid 20 cents, split 4 for 1, if you were in that thing and you had a triple, quadruple, 6, 7, 10 times your money, you might sell too. Have I sold? No.
You had Stefan Jackman on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We had dinner with him, and I said, we were talking about the stock price. Stefan, from a position of strength, looked me in the eye and said, I don't even look at the share price. I don't even look at the share price. And then he continued to say that what his thoughts were and what.
Well, he knows there's a lot of overhang from people converting
Correct.
out. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, when he is
not converting out, but registering their shares. Or using the exemption under Rule 144 for sure.
They're taking profit, whatever. That's what.
Skyla, it's 2:00 and we haven't got to you yet. Yeah. What's wrong with this world?
Wow.
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, pull the mask down while you tell the joke at least. Let me see your face. I know you just got tested. You're going to a festival.
Wow.
This is absurd. Okay, fine. Just tell me a joke. Come on. Give us something.
Give us some droplets.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know if I told you guys my New Year's resolution was to use my Velcro wall more.
What?
Your what?
My Velcro wall more.
Velcro wall.
You don't know if you told us.
My New Year's resolution. It was to use my Velcro wall more. And I'm sticking to it.
Oh, God.
No, I'm just kidding. I hate Velcro.
What?
I'm just kidding. I hate Velcro. Complete ripoff.
Oh, God.
A 2-parter today.
No. Did you know that you should use Velcro instead of tying your shoes? Why not?
Why not?
Oh.
When you can Velcro, why not?
Did you hear about the poor guy who invented Velcro? He died. R.I.P. Rip.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow. But I have one more.
She kept reloading. Wait.
I still have one more.
Go ahead.
I heard that they were trying to make transparent Velcro, but I just couldn't see it catching on.
Yeah.
Look at Roland.
We got a battle in the
Roland's
chat.
a kiss ass.
My guy
Happy
Andrew
birthday, Roland, by
Mills,
the way.
Likes all
ripping.
my jokes.
Hey, let's why short AMC, King Ralph? So it's when you run a portfolio, King Ralph, I'm gonna answer this question. When you run a portfolio that's trying to perform relative to the market and outperform, you look at entry points as the entire portfolio. Individual investors tend to take their concentrated money and they want to make something from it, so they'll be like overweighted. We have $100 million and we have like 2,000 shares short of AMC.
Right.
So if it goes down $10, we make 20 grand.
Yeah.
So it's a troll.
It's a
doesn't
troll.
really mean anything.
Yeah.
I'm short GameStop too. If GameStop doubled, I don't know that I would notice.
Now, let's be clear. We're on the right side of the trade. Well, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, it's going to $1.
In my opinion.
AMC's going down.
Yeah,
I'm
AMC.
sorry, whoever's long the stock.
Yeah.
You're going to wake up one day and AMC's going to be like $5. Okay.
It's not personal.
No, it's not personal at all. It's like everyone gets jacked up. I hate them. I hate them. We're golden diamond hands. Come on, you guys. This is all going to pass.
But we're long
It just
naked.
happened it's like 2000 and the internet boom, and it happened back then too. Everyone hated like you were short anything, and you were like,
Right.
why this thing is not worth $80 billion, and so whatever. It's just a hedge. It's a hedge. It's not something you guys can be. You can be long AMC and make money in my face.
Yeah.
It'll make money for you, but it won't mean anything to me. But a year or two from now, when AMC blows over and nobody cares, I will pile drive the thing.
Now, if you want to get mad at shorts that are like disgusting, that go out there and short like biotech stocks that would have life-changing ramifications if they get the drug to market. Get mad at people like that who actually short things that are actually make a difference in humanity.
And you got to be clear with me. I'm not against you guys being long AMC. It may go to 100 before it goes to 5.
Yeah, it's not personal.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's a zero-sum
Just like
game.
I don't care if you're selling Alzamend at $275 or something, and you bought it for 20 cents when we did it at secondary. We raised money down the hole. I don't care. That's up to you guys.
we
You
got
do whatever you
something.
want. I think long. By the way, what do I think of Tilray? Thank you for the question, Mr. What is it? Ensign Yang. Hope I said that right. I believe you can trade Tilray, but I think all the marijuana stocks are going to zero.
Oh, the Queen just spoke.
Who?
Roland, thanks for the intel.
What?
The Queen just spoke
Who's the
6
Queen?
minutes ago. I'm going to pull it up. Here
I
we
see
go.
that Drunk Turan says, I have to go, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. I really like him and his family.
They're
I like
awesome.
what they are. Yeah.
Hey, so Nikki, look at this, Brett. 6 minutes ago, Nicki Minaj. What's Pfizer's stock worth now? You know, with the booster.
Oh.
You know, they're just trying to basically, she's trying to say that, hey, you know, this is a big time revenue harvest.
Sure.
And they want to continue the boosters. You have your 8th booster, your 9th booster, whatever booster you're on. They lose track of your boosters.
I want to make sure we're on the same page, though. We talked about this. Like, you have a thesis of the market right now. You said no man's land.
It is.
Okay. I think we have a lot of risk here, and that is not risk longer term, but shorter term. We risk some like developing volatility that it could shake people out. Although the Fed just keeps
the taper's
printing,
coming, according to them, printing. Don't fight
money.
the Fed, but you know what? We have some hedges in place. SQQs, we're short the diamonds. We have AG is kind of a hedge in a way because it's a silver and gold miner.
Sure.
So it is somewhat of a quasi hedge. You know, a large position there. The thought being the U.S. dollar, you know, can't continue to just go up and up and up. I mean, you keep diluting the dollar, printing it out of thin air. You know, then they have to talk about tapering. You know, when are they going to ease back on that? Like as far as buying back securities and bonds and stuff, monthly, 120 billion now.
But we're largely affected right now. By the way, I wasn't suggesting you rub me the wrong way, by the way. I was having fun. The guy who said, I don't like DPW investing in naked brands.
Right.
Come on, man. We're having fun. I don't know you. If I met you, we'd drink a beer or whatever. Well, I don't drink beer, but we drink, I drink Corona with tacos.
Yeah.
I do drink
with
Corona and
tacos.
Pacifico with a taco. But we'd probably have like a dirty martini with 3 blue cheese olives, which is one of my favorite. Or maybe we'd have some Maker's Mark with Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Because I'm fat, I have Diet Coke with my sugar. So Makes sense, right? Yeah. No, we're good, man. I was just teasing around. Don't anyone take anything personal here. I don't just like anybody. And in fact, even my haters, I like them. Sometimes they come around.
Yep.
They do. Sometimes they eventually say, the guy tells you what he's going to do. You just don't listen.
You can't.
I got these people like, you got an ATM out there.
Yeah.
Guys, I told you 100 times. We're going to raise millions of dollars and we're trying to build $1 billion business.
We are.
And we are making acquisitions. We screwed up on Bitcoin the first time.
Yep.
We had some really difficult issues. We're doing it right now. We're buying miners. We're buying the best miners. We're getting deliveries staggered.
Yep.
We have our own data center this time.
We're doing direct business with Bitmain.
Yeah, we got a direct relationship with
That's
Bitmain.
nice.
Thanks to you, by the way.
We're good, man.
Did I already say that?
Yeah, you
Hey,
had
I
it.
did. Didn't I already say that? Yeah, you make me happy. Jason got us a direct relationship with Bitmain. And what I like about this is the actual chairman of the company or CEO signed the contract.
Yeah, he did.
They know our name now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that.
And you
where
have a
was I
10-year
off?
plan you've been
Code
talking
zero,
about.
Travis
Listen, this
says.
is important too. The 10-year plan you've had, you outlined since what, 2017?
In, I
28?
believe it was December 20th, 2017.
That's correct.
I outlined, was it 2017?
Yes,
yeah,
that
it
was when it- yep.
A clear plan, a 10-year plan to
Yeah.
raise capital and grow the business. That's why I never sell.
Yep.
I will someday sell for tax purposes because that bill continues to grow.
Yes.
So unfortunately.
Yes.
Hey, you got to have a tax bill now too because you have some DPW.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to probably get more of it now because you just delivered what could be 45 to 50 million worth of revenue.
I like that stock.
Yeah, but actually that's for 1 year. Hopefully
Yeah.
it continues to mine and
hopefully we.
and
Just
we're going to
keep-
hold some of that Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I hope we can hold all of it. I don't know.
I know
what
you have a certain. I don't know if you
strategy.
Wanna,
Nah,
yeah,
don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
Okay, there.
Okay.
Anyway, so we have Bitcoin now.
Travis, yes, he just asked that. Will DPW be holding his
Yes,
Bitcoin?
we'll
Yes,
be
sir.
holding our Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
And I say very carefully. I talked to the CEO, Will Horn, my partner, business partner, the other day, and he said the only time we'd sell a little Bitcoin is if we had to offset electricity costs. But we have so much cash; it's really like an investment in Bitcoin. So in theory, we could offset that cost. So it's going to be tricky there, but we'll be netting around 45 to 50 million in Bitcoin mined. I would prefer not to, but I don't know the outcome of what's going to happen there.
I know you guys had to talk a little bit about the volatility. Maybe you would consider embracing it a little bit, with the thesis being if Bitcoin rips, would we sell high and then risk being able to get re-entry? That's from both the portfolio side and from investing side. But with the coins itself,
Sure.
like you said, we're just going to hodl and then pay, if we have to pay a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that'll be something we
Yeah.
analyze at the time.
It'll be fluid.
We got a lot going on here, but I do want to wrap it up for everyone. It's a Friday, kind of in the doldrums, but I want to get back to your comments about the market. You were worried. What are your direct commentary as of right now? How long is that commentary good for it? Right now, what do you think of the market?
I see the market very, very volatile. I see a lot of these hedgies, they're talking about the correction. They almost are, I don't want to say they will manifest it, but the economic indicators will lead to a correction, in my opinion. You see what's going on in China right now in the real estate, Evergrande.
That's a problem, by the way.
It is.
Blackstone looks
'Cause
like
we're
they're bailing out on that $3 billion deal for a Chinese developer.
Yes.
That does not look good.
People are saying, well, how can that have any impact on us? I mean, come on, think about this. So anyway, there's a lot of indicators that show that there will be a correction. Record revenues every single quarter. Everything's just going up, and up. And simple thing that people told me growing up, what goes up must come down. So we're hedging accordingly.
S&P falls for the second Friday in a row.
Yep.
Right? So second week in a row, notches its second straight week of losses in September slump.
Here's the big question. What will retail do? So let's talk about this. Millions of people they've always been in a bull market. That's all they've known on Robinhood, Webull, TD, what have you. What's going to happen when they get punched in the face?
Hey, as we go to this commercial break here for Landmark Recovery, which we're going to go to my screen in a second. For full disclosure, we are the largest shareholder, I believe, of FRD. Let's play this, please.
Nucor's still good, but they bought back a huge number of shares.
Hold on.
At OBS,
Start opening a new mill. Steel, though, start opening a new mill.
OBS, and I know that the capital budget for Nucor's still good, but they bought back a huge number of shares. So I think people feel like steel is just price could go higher. By the way, people are looking for about $20 for Nucor. They pre-announced yesterday $7.50. They're looking for $20 for Nucor, and then $22, and then $11 next year. 11.
11.
Yes. So I mean, it looks cheap at 4, and then it doesn't look so cheap if they only do 11. So I don't know.
We'll see if steel does what iron ore has done this year, which has not been pretty if you were long.
No.
Jim, putting the whole week into some context, I think the phrase is unsettled macro narrative because CPI was cool, retail sales were good, Empire and Philly beat, and yet Journal leads today with transportation costs and Maersk upping their guidance. We'll get FedEx next week.
Well, it is very clear that supply chain issues. We had a number cut today for CSX, RBC. Why supply chain congestion? I mean, this thing doesn't go away.
Yeah.
When we hear FedEx, I mean, a lot of people think that FedEx is going to talk about high costs. I don't. I think FedEx is oversold. But I do think that it doesn't go away. It just doesn't go away. And it's interesting that you mentioned Tesla. Tesla is importing cars to Europe from China. But China goes on unabated. They just don't have the supply chain issues we do.
Right.
They have other issues. Like, David.
There are quite a few issues.
How's that Evergrande paper holding up? Do you guys know that this is really good article at CNBC.com that $300 billion in debt, could default next week. 200,000 people work there. But at one point, China's richest man, excuse my pronunciation, Yui Ka-yan, I mean, I should know him. He's trying to. Well, he's not part of the Common Prosperity Plan.
No, it's potentially going away. It's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
China continues to be a concern for U.S. investors. Although I don't know that we got anything new today, so I suppose there's that.
So, what did you hear in there? Steel prices. We're long FRD. They just reported record earnings.
Yep.
Record backlog. They're killing it. We're the largest shareholder of FRD.
Sure.
I'm a believer. Jeff Bombshell, thank you so much for getting me an FRD. We continue to add to that position. I love this guy's questions. Does Turn on Green plan to go public? Right there, we filed it right in the documents.
Yeah.
You know, I think people don't believe that any of our subsidiaries are ever going to go public.
Yes.
But one day, you're going to wake up and you're going to go, wait. Ault Global's been investing in these subsidiaries, and how many are there that could go public? Well, we said this in filings. We said it could be Turn on Green.
For sure.
We said it could be Gresham Worldwide.
For sure.
It could be BitNile.
Yes.
The new form subsidiary holding our data center and our mining operations.
That would be interesting.
It could be AVLP trying to uplist to the NASDAQ and become MTX International. Sure. What could it be?
Well,
we know already that we have an investment in AdTech Pharma. They already said they're going to try to go public next year.
And you already took Alzheimer public on the NASDAQ.
Oh, you're right.
So
somehow we knew how to get the things public.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding around. I'm just being a jerk. Because everyone says, yeah. In fairness, though, and for full disclosure, I did tell people I thought it was going to go public a lot sooner than it did.
Yeah.
It took a lot of years to get Alzheimer public.
That's true.
Or you could argue that I don't give up.
That's also true.
Skylar, do you think I give up?
No.
Hey, guys, we appreciate the time, the weekend. I know there's some questions about the hedge fund. Let me explain something
Randy?
to you. No, I want to get to Randy. I do want to get to Randy. Let me explain some things about the hedge fund. I can't disclose the assets of the hedge fund. It's a private fund. We're not allowed to solicit anybody. I'm not asking anyone to invest in it. There are some public filings. You can read them. Hey, can you go get Chase first? Skylar, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend doing whatever you're doing.
Thank you.
It's like a drug-induced dancing festival, right?
Is that what it is?
Where are you going? You're going to some like Life is Beautiful?
Yeah.
Now, is it beautiful when you're on acid or not on acid?
On acid.
Don't answer that question. Bad question. Just kidding. They just admitted that the drone strike was. I'm heading to Echo and Rig, a steakhouse in Summerlin tonight.
We will check it out.
Wow, we'll check that out.
Thanks, Travis.
Travis lives here?
I don't know. Travis is a good dude.
Travis, do you live in Vegas?
I think he's traveling. I think he's just here.
Is he just here or does he live here?
He'll let us know.
Wow.
Travis and I are a little bit on the opposite ends of political spectrum. But,
Oh, really?
We
What ends is he on?
I think he's more of
in the middle.
I think he's more of a liberal. Just
Roland says it's a Christian gospel festival.
Oh yeah.
Travis says he lives in Vegas.
Dude, cool, Trav.
Travis, why don't we know each other?
Trav, you should come on the show, man. Come on the show.
Travis, what do you do for a living? Travis.
He's going to reply here.
I bet he's going to tell us. He's probably going to say I'm a stock trader or I work for the SEC. One of the two. Not a liberal.
Where? He said that?
He said not a liberal.
Oh, shit. Okay, so he's just a centrist.
That's okay. I'm
That's
a centrist too, probably.
Hey, man. If you believe in the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, we're off to a great start. I'll just tell you that right now.
I went shooting
and
last
I think
weekend.
He does.
I went shooting last weekend.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went to the range.
Dude, I've been so tired.
I know.
Crazy. Oh, cool.
No way.
What?
What the heck?
Dude.
Travis, what the heck?
We got to talk.
Dude, you got to meet us. We're looking, I'm not joking around. We're looking to buy a logistics company. Let's talk, Travis. I want to make sure we do. Hook up. I'll buy dinner. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm not joking around, dude. We are literally looking for a logistics company, trucking, shipping, how do I say it?
Freight
forwarding.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're looking. Let's meet up, my friend.
In fact, yeah, we're going to be utilizing the trucking industry.
You're using a big truck. You're using a big freight forwarder right now.
Yes,
right?
I am.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Come join us.
Yeah, Travis.
I thought Travis was going to some steakhouse in Summerlin, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
There
Hey, Chase, before we get we turn off the show, I wanted to bring you on. You are a new analyst. You came over from UCLA. You've been here for almost 90 days. How do you like Vegas so far?
He's killing it. Chase is killing it right now.
You're killing it.
Yeah, let me.
Chase, I want to put you on the spot. Is your
Johnny
dad
on the spot? Okay.
You're on the spot. I want to put you on the spot a little bit and ask you, what kind of deal flow are you seeing? You can't be specific of the deals, but what kind of deals are you seeing out there? You analyze a lot of them. You see them every day. What are you seeing? Anything interesting in the areas you're looking at?
So I can't be specific.
You cannot be specific.
No.
Okay, how would I say it? I mean, we're seeing a lot of capital markets deals.
Right.
A lot of deal flow from people, a lot of preferreds. A lot of preferreds. A lot of debt financings, a lot of raises, a lot of making a lot of...
People raising money down here at these low interest rates?
Low levels, yeah. I mean, I think everybody's got some raise going on right now. It's every day. We're always looking at S1s and a lot of deal flow. I mean, we've got like 37 different things at any given time.
Biotech?
And I think that's an actual quote. You might quote me on that number.
Right,
Seriously.
biotech?
37. A lot of biotech deals.
But you guys are specifically working on some interesting private equity stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I mean, we're seeing a lot of restructuring and really interesting
opportunities. Companies affected by COVID?
Yep.
Really? Come on. You didn't even let me get there. Come on. A really interesting opportunities coming out of COVID.
Right.
For restructuring and, taking care of some bad debt that some people have experienced due to COVID, and some great businesses, really strong fundamentals in great markets, but, took massive hits during COVID. And so we're going to have some really interesting opportunities because of it.
It's amazing to me that it takes Chase only a minute to catch on where I was going. Not even that. It was like a few seconds.
You just said it before I could even say it.
Guys, let's pay close attention here. We're seeing some really interesting opportunities at companies that have been affected by COVID, and now they haven't had the recovery they had before.
Yeah.
And maybe pre-COVID they took on too much debt. They've got to enter bankruptcy. They got to do things that make them available at a better price. Did I summarize that well, Chase?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. Some lenders are going to have to take some haircuts, but it's okay.
For sure.
So
you like Vegas so far?
Vegas is it's growing on me for sure. I'm hopeful to own some personal real estate in other cities as well eventually. But,
I love Vegas here.
I do too.
I think it's a good time.
I love Florida, right?
You love Florida.
We love Florida.
You love the humidity.
We love it there, though.
What's the deal with that?
Well, okay, let's be clear. We like the governor, the politics. We like the weather.
You mean the future president of the United States?
In my opinion, DeSantis will make a run
DeSantis?
Yeah.
How old is he?
43.
Hey, I heard a little rumor that University of South Florida, that's where the two drugs were made for Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
USF.
And those came out of Florida.
Yeah.
A lot of retirees in Florida. They go to Florida, maybe they get Alzheimer's, they fall into the Florida system of being taken care of. I wonder if Governor DeSantis would be interested in knowing that part.
I'm pretty sure
Stay
he
tuned
allocated
for that.
some.
You never know.
He increased the budget for that.
Yeah, for sure. I know he's really dedicated to taking care
Texas is
of
awesome
Florida
too.
citizens. Yeah, look at Andrea.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
love
is with
DeSantis.
the villages, as you speak of,
Sure.
it's like the largest growing community in the country. It's all retirees near
Right.
Orlando. So yeah, that would be a great spot if I were to talk about this problem. That would be a place where I would like to address it.
I might be down in Florida.
I know. In the coming weeks ahead, we have some of the most interesting guests that are going to be on this show. The show is evolving. I know we did like a once a week here, and we do a little bit stuff in the middle.
Oh, the conference.
We're going to let you know about the conference next week. I understand we have the dates locked in now.
Okay.
The location not, but the dates, yes.
There's 2 guests that we came up with, and one of them you're going to get. I'm pretty sure. You guys are going to like the guests for the conference.
Hey, if anybody knows how to get a hold of Sanjay Gupta,
yeah,
please let me know. Looking to talk to Sanjay Gupta. Buy in Idaho. Neil, you know what? Just today, my wife and sister-in-law suggested we go to Ketchum for Thanksgiving and have Thanksgiving in Ketchum.
No.
I tried to tell him that Neil does not live in Ketchum.
He lives in Eagle.
I know, but it's not like right across the street from Ketchum.
No. Idaho's very spread out. But
yeah, for sure.
My Uncle Neil knows that I go to Idaho. I was there not that long ago. I was there in March. And I've expressed to you that I want to have a ranch.
We like DeSantis a lot. We do. Todd and
Former
Jason
Navy
do like
also.
DeSantis. Florida governor. Yep. Hey, everybody. I want you guys to have a great week. And Chase, go get Randy for him. We're going to wrap up the show
Travis
today.
grew up in Idaho.
All right, that was quick.
Heck?
In and out today.
It was quick. You're busy doing deals.
You're right.
He grew up in Idaho. I have a cabin in, hit me up, Chase. Buddy B, I have a cabin in Idaho. Come visit.
In North Idaho, Sandpoint.
Sandpoint,
Idaho.
I like this look here.
That's
Look
a
at
good
that.
look.
That's a good look. You just leave that on the
We
screen
need to
there.
screenshot that.
Wow, that's a good look.
That's a great look.
Don't move that for a second. Oh, God.
Don't do anything. I want to take a picture of that
Leave it there for a second.
just so I can put it on Instagram. I'll screenshot it. I'm just
Brett's head's on there.
It's more.
You can see your hair. You got a full set of blonde hair there, Brett.
Brett's rocking it.
Who's in here? The Dodgers. What's up, Randy? Why are
Gentlemen.
you here, my friend?
Greetings.
Hey, you see the Raiders win the other day?
Yeah, it's one game.
Overnight, dude. Now they're like in first place.
Well, yeah, it's one game. There's no reason to get excited too much yet, but
I said to him, now that I move here and I wear black and I live in Vegas,
Yeah.
do you think I should become a Raider fan? He said to me, my whole life you've hated the Raiders. The world would be shifting on its axis if suddenly my dad was a Raider fan.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, my wife's like, come on, we can go to an NFL game. You can root for the other team. You were saying, Randy, what's going on this weekend?
I got IndyCar race in Monterey. So there's 2 left this weekend in Monterey, next weekend in Long Beach. I'll be there next week in Long Beach.
Hold on a second. This LBI guy clearly wants something from me because he's like calling DPW a mini Berkshire Hathaway. I like him already. You were saying? I'm not Warren Buffett. Trust me. He's much skinnier than me and richer. Let's go. And smarter. I went to Columbia and was married to 2 people at the same time. Well, I'm just kidding. Let's go. What else?
So yeah, that's it. IndyCar race in Monterey. Pato Award needs a win in the worst way. He had a bad weekend last weekend in Portland. The McLaren team, IndyCar team's been making some bad strategy calls for him. They've cost him a lot of points in this championship. He should be well ahead. It's not his fault. The team picks the wrong times to pit him, puts him on the wrong tires a few times. He's still in it, but he needs a really good result this weekend, and Palou needs to have a bad result, and then next weekend's Long Beach. That's it. So 2 more to go, and this is going to decide it. But some good news about last weekend was one of the best weekends I've had in about 8 years. I want to personally thank Daniel Ricciardo for winning the Italian Grand Prix for McLaren. It was awesome.
It was great.
Awesome race.
What did you think of that crash?
Oh, it was insane. It was insane. But that's what's going to happen. Verstappen is not going to back down anymore. He's had it with Hamilton. Hamilton took him out at Silverstone. If you saw the crash in Silverstone, England, where Hamilton took out Verstappen, it was very dangerous. They were doing about 180 miles an hour in the corner. Hamilton took him out into the gravel trap. He could have had a serious injury, but nothing happened to Hamilton then. And now this happens in Italy last week with Verstappen and Hamilton. They touch, and they penalized Verstappen. Now he's going to get a 3-place grid penalty in the next race, wherever the next race is. So it's not fair. It's really not fair. But Hamilton's got to understand that Verstappen is not going to take any of this anymore, and he's going to be right on him every race. So he's not going to back down or step aside for him.
What do you think? This is a simulation, but I want to find the crash, the Hamilton crash.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of What did you think of this crash? This was pretty nasty.
Well,
I want to go to something. Okay, here it is. Is this it here? No, this is a month ago. This is last week. Yeah, here it is. Let's. Was it Monza, right?
Right.
Okay, let's play this real quickly here. I think everyone should be fascinated with this. I'll skip this ad in a second. But this is. Let's play the video and let's do this here.
Out onto the racetrack now.
This saved his
and
life,
is he
this
going to
thing,
be
right?
ahead
I mean, he
of
would have been
Lando
dead,
Norris?
right?
That's the big key. No,
The
he's
halo.
not. And there's Max Verstappen right behind Hamilton into the first chicane once again. It's wheel to wheel. Hamilton and Verstappen, and this time Verstappen and Hamilton have crashed out, and they are both
The whole
out.
crowd was happy. You hear him cheering?
Came from his pit stop.
Yeah, but you should see the car
racetrack.
skipped
Lando
over.
Norris was ahead.
Yeah,
If
let's
it
show
was
it
out
right-
the halo, he was a dead man, right?
Let's show it right here.
To get ahead, the two championship protagonists have taken each other.
Dude, I was
out
jumping
of
up
the
and down. I was so
Italian
happy.
Grand Prix.
Look at this.
Hamilton on the right-hand side, coming out of the pit lane, moves across. Did Verstappen have enough space?
Wow.
In the initial part of that chicane.
No, they need to show the other side of it.
Right here,
Try
they'll
and
show
get
it.
a bit cheeky in the second part.
Max hasn't done anything wrong there. It was fair enough to go around the outside. Lewis can't cross over until the white line finishes. And
But you didn't see it. The
Max's
tire
car hit
with
the rollover hoop of Lewis's car.
Right here,
That's
you'll
where
see
the
it.
damage has come from.
He hits the sausage
Look
car
at
as
this.
well. That's
Look
what
at this.
throws
Watch
it
this.
back into the path of Lewis and then up into the air.
And there's his
when
head
he's
right
got
there, right?
contact with the Mercedes.
Thank God for the halo. Anyways, hey Randy, enjoy your weekend. You having spaghetti tonight?
I'm not sure what I'm having. We'll see.
Yeah. Why are you so negative right now?
I'm not negative.
When you don't have spaghetti,
Dude, I'm so happy. I'm telling you, that win last week will last me
when you
for
don't
a
have
long time.
spaghetti, I know there's a problem. Come on, tell me what it is. What's bothering you, Randy?
There's nothing. Dude, after waiting 8 years to get a victory in Formula One, you think I'm unhappy? Are you kidding me?
Hey, so let's try this real quick. Oh, I don't have a mic. I can't do that. Hey, guys, it's the 17th of September. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, Randy. Jason, thank you.
Good
I hope you're going to
show.
get some sleep this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna catch
Got
up on
delivery of
some
those
sleep.
miners coming in.
Yeah, we see some movement on
installations.
those, actually.
Yeah,
We just
great.
got an email.
Great.
Good.
Brett, Nick, thank you. Willie, I know you're up there in Canada doing your thing, my friend. Josh is on screen with Tyler. All those
Everyone.
people that are supportive, we're super grateful you watch the show.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to try to make it better. We got day jobs. We're trying to work it out.
The day jobs are killing us, but it's for the good. So.
Yeah.
It's for the greater
We'll see
good.
you
Yep.
next week. Have a good weekend, everybody.